Hi, thanks for joining me here today at Cakes, Cooking and More. I'm Marie Lockwood. Today's recipe is a cheesy hash brown bake. It's great for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Kind of goes with quite a few things. So let's see what we need. Okay, so for this recipe you need some melted butter, onion, salt, pepper, corn flakes. I know it sounds weird, but it's actually really good. Some shredded cheese. This is cream of chicken soup, some sour cream, and these are frozen hash brown that's been shredded and then defrosted. You want to make sure they're completely defrosted for this recipe. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we have our hash brown already in here. We're going to add our soup. And this is a nice recipe because it's a throw everything in the bowl and go. So it's a great side. Goes with a lot of stuff. Really depends on what you're eating, but anything that you would put that bag stuffing with, this will go with just fine. Alright, then we're going to add our sour cream. And I'll put all of the amounts in the description box just like usual. And if you guys get a chance, we do have a website now, and that link is also in the description box, so if you get a chance, go check that out. You can sign up there for a newsletter if you choose. Alright, now we're going to take our melted butter. You just want to give this a good mix to make sure that your hash browns are good and covered. You want all of that stirred in there. And of course, like I said, you can throw everything in and mix. I usually mix halfway through, as anybody who's been watching my videos sees, just so that I make sure I get a really good mix, because sometimes when you get the bowl too full, it's a little bit harder to mix it. So I always do halfway and then halfway, so it's not completely necessary that you do that. And this recipe I actually got from my future mother-in-law. I quite like it. The kids quite like it. And you'll find that it also goes well with breakfast. I like to make it with that quiche that we did the other day. It's actually a very nice side, right? Rather than just regular hash browns where you're sticking, ketchup on top. Alright, then we're going to add our little bit of salt and pepper. Our little bit of chopped onion. And then we have some shredded cheese. Now the only thing that we haven't used is the corn flakes. And you're not going to put those in the mix. We're going to spread those on top after we get everything mixed. But like I said, this is good for breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever you want to eat it with. It kind of goes with. We have this every Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's really good with our turkey and our ham. We have the stuffing too with the turkey. You can do both. I always overcook on the holidays and have too much, but some people plan that a little better. I always go overboard. Alright, so once you've got everything well mixed, what we're going to do is we're going to take an oven-safe pan, and just so that you know, I'm actually doing a half batch. The recipe in the description box will be for a full batch, and I'm just doing a half because since we don't have everybody coming for a holiday, it just makes too much for us right now. Okay, so I have here an oven-safe pan, and this is a little one. But for the full recipe, you would need an entire 9x13. And I have already sprayed my pan with the non-stick cooking spray. And you do want to do that. It's just easier to get it out of there afterwards. Alright, so you just want to add that in. As you can see, it's pretty full. It makes quite a bit. Like I said, the full recipe, if it's not a holiday, it's just a little bit much. So you can cut it in half like I have, which is actually really easy to do. All right, so you're just going to smash that down, make sure it's pretty even. After you've got all of that in there, you're going to take your cornflakes and you're just going to sprinkle them on top. It just gives it a nice little crunch to the top. And that is my oven finally ready. Spread those out a little bit. Okay, now we're going to put this in the oven at 375 for about an hour. What you're looking for is a nice browning on the top. And then of course that little bit of bubble that shows up at the edge that tells you it almost looks like it's going to boil. That's what you're looking for. So we'll be back then. Okay, so we are done here. This is our cheesy hash brown bake. It came out really good. You can see it's got golden brown on top, and when I took it out it was bubbling quite a bit around the edges. Almost like it's going to enter a boil like I told you we were looking for. So I hope you enjoyed as much as my family does. Thanks for joining us here today at Cakes, Cooking, and More. I'm Marie Lockwood. Have a great day.